All right, we should be live any moment. And there we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris. Welcome to all my free thinkers and Barnum warriors. This is my channel, Barnum 11970. It's currently 5:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 24th of March, 2017. And I want you to focus on the image you see on your screen. And by the way, I always want to thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. Hopefully, you will subscribe if you haven't and check out other of my videos. Now, here are the results on agreeing to the resolution when it came to repealing and replacing of Obamacare. Now, you had, of the Republicans, 230 said yes, and 6 said no. So you have 6 representatives of the Republican Party that said no. But I want you to focus on the Democratic. All 188 Democrats voted no, not one yes. So are you telling me out of almost 200 Democratic representatives, not one of them thought, hey, this plan might be something good? Or, excuse me, or do you think this is just one of these things that I keep telling people about the Democratic and the Republican two-party system, that they are just voting against what the other party is doing because they care more about their own party and what they're going to gain or lose from it than actually caring about their own constituents and their own people they supposedly represent. So in the next couple of days, I'm sure there will be people that list the people that said no. And if you're in the district of those people and you oppose what they did and disagree with what they did, it's your civic duty to contact these people and have your voices heard. But this is what I tell you, that your political system doesn't give a rat's behind about you. Because if they did, wouldn't we have the same healthcare plan that they have? And even if they didn't have a better plan, do you think they could probably afford a better plan? Or at least, at the very least, be able to afford the deductibles that we have to pay? The average American makes under $50,000 a year. 1/3 of Americans are on welfare. You really think they're able to, if they have, God forbid, or Allah forbid, or whatever you worship forbid, if they have an emergency, that they can afford a $5, $6, $7, $8,000 deductible out of pocket? They can. So this two-party system is all about, well, if you're a Republican, Democrats have to vote against you. Doesn't matter if it's something good for the people, just you can't go against your party. And that's why you see on the screen that not one Democrat voted yes. They're united. The liberals, the Democrats, they're very united. They have the media bought and paid for. They have Hollywood bought and paid for. They have the liberal education system bought and paid for. All united to help corrupt you, to enslave you, to keep you in debt, to keep you impoverished. And while this is going on, nobody is talking about or even paying attention to the fact that we are reaching yet another debt ceiling. There was a reason why decades ago they passed laws to create a debt ceiling. It was supposed to keep us fiscally responsible, but yet now we just say that it has no meaning and we keep raising it, which means we put ourselves further and further in debt. They create more currency, which becomes more devalued, which means eventually, like a house of cards, it will collapse upon itself. The Democrats and the Republicans are like Larry Mayette, and forgive me if I say that wrong, has clearly stated, it's two sides of the same coin. And if you look at symbolism, what is our national symbol in the United States of America Corporation? And if you don't know what I talk about when I say United States of America Corporation, I want you to Google the following. Title 28-3002. Look under Section 15, subset A, B, and C. You will see that the United States is actually a corporation. It's a business. That's why we have a businessman running it right now. Well, trying to. But I want you to really think about what's going on here. Do you really think they care about what's going on in this corporation? Do you really think they're worried about their health care program? Do you really care? Do you think they care about their premiums going up? So there are going to be plenty of people that they're going to see their health care continually rise, which is going to make people can't afford it. I don't have Obamacare, and I never will buy it. And this year, I have to pay a $1,300 penalty for not being wealthy enough to afford their garbage health care that I don't even need. But they are two sides of the same coin. So like I was saying, our national symbol is the bald eagle. Now, you always tend to see the eagle with its wings spread. Now, you have a left wing and you have a right wing. When the wings are spread, it gives the illusion of separation. But yet, if you follow the wings inward, they connect to the same entity. That is our government system, through symbolism, trying to tell you that you have a left wing, the Democrats, and a right wing, the Republicans, and they try and make one look like the bad guy. Everybody's trying to make the Democrats look like the bad guy, but yet, where are the Republicans standing up for the truth? Paul Ryan just gave a speech saying, oh, we were so close. How does that help the people? Do you think he's going to worry about his health care? You think he's going to worry about where he's going to get the money to pay for his next bill? You think he's sitting at home waiting for his welfare check to come so he can stay impoverished? I hope more people will watch my videos and share my videos and get people to really see out there that the liberal media, the liberal government is in control, and it's basically controlled by the people that give them enough fiat currency to look the other way or pass a law or not pass a law to educate people in the wrong way. That's what programming and propaganda and agendas are all about. And Stu Smith says of corporate U.S., yes, the United States is a corporation. Every country in this world has been incorporated. If you look at my video, The Truth About the United States Law and You, I recommend the extended version. It's over 90 minutes long, so for people that have 3-minute attention spans, they're never going to watch it. But for people who really want to know what's going on, the United States is a corporation. So is Canada, so is Australia, so are all the countries. They've been incorporated. If you know anything about incorporating a name, the corporation is just the name itself. It's located in the District of Columbia, which is Washington, D.C., where it just happens to be all the politics is run. What a coincidence. And if you Google the following, Title 28-3002, and then go to the government website, and then look down to Section 15, A, B, and C, it clearly states in government law that the United States is in fact a corporation. The Democrats and the Republicans are two sides of the same coin. They are the eagle with the wings spread to give the illusion of separation. That is why the Republicans and Democrats are going to shake hands. They're going to go to dinner. They're going to have wonderful golf games together because they don't give a crap because they're not going to suffer like we do. They pass the bills to us, and we thank them for it because sometimes you get a little trinket. You get a little bit of their slop, their little leftovers, their mess. They're trash, and we thank them for it. And like I said in my other video, this proves that even somebody like Donald Trump, who cannot be bought and paid for because he's a billionaire, and because he's not a politician, he cannot work by himself in a corrupt system that is geared to keep him down. They will either humiliate him or they'll murder him, but they're definitely not going to allow him to succeed. And unless we the people do something, nothing's going to change. And the media is going to focus all day about how Trump failed, instead of how we, the Americans, are going to suffer. Because, again, the people that are telling you all this news with their fancy suits and ties get paid lots of money. You think they have to worry about their health care plan? You think they're going to be eating macaroni and cheese tonight? You think they're wondering if they're going to pay for either their electric bill or their cable bill or their gas bill or buy food for your children because you ran out of food stamps because you didn't have enough to be able to go shopping and reliant on their system because they're so caring? Here's a bunch of scraps. You're welcome. You'll never be rich. You'll never get up the corporate ladder. Just sit at home, eat your bonbons, watch your television, get your programming, now back to our regularly scheduled program, and wait for your check to arrive. That will give you just enough to buy garbage that'll make you sick, and coincidentally, we'll be the ones that provide the medicine to not cure you. We won't try and figure out what causes the problem. We'll just give you something to deal with it, to treat it. Oh, your deductible is $5,000? Sorry. How will you be paying? Fiat currency? or a debt from your credit card. So look at that screen. Please tell me there is not one person in the Democratic Party that actually cared enough to say, you know what, this needs to change. Or do you think they were pressured or bribed or threatened into doing what the party does, despite if it's good or bad for the people? And they'll go to the podiums and they'll say all the political things because, like, everybody says so much about Obama. He was such a great speaker. Well, you know what? I'm sure Satan, if you believe in Satan existing, I'm sure he's going to talk in such smooth and relaxing tones and tell you everything that you want to hear so he can convince you to turn to the dark side, so to speak, and be corrupt. Because if they spoke the way they really want to speak, you really probably wouldn't follow them. Snake oil salesman. And we keep, for some reason, falling for it. So I'm here to tell you, your politicians, no matter where you are in the world, your politicians don't give a rat's ass about you. They'll just pretend that they do. And they'll tell you, oh, we were so close and we tried and we're going to try again and we're going to have representatives, we're going to have meetings, we're going to get councils, we're going to research, we're going to debate, but they're never going to get anything done. Not anything that's going to make you enriched or make you healthy. They're not going to ever cure a major disease because how do they make money if you're cured? Medical industry is a business. Medicines are regulated by the government. The media, regulated by the government. Education system, regulated by the government. Financial system, regulated by the government. They have their hand in all the cookie jars. They're not your friends. They don't care about you. And the reason why most of them are probably kissing the babies is they probably want to rape them and murder them. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. And they could be just there for your best interest, and they're doing everything in their power to show you how much they care, and they're doing everything to make the world better. Because aren't we living in a wonderful world? No poverty, no depression, no anger. People are in the best shape ever. Oh, wait, that's a fantasy. Guess they're really